Greetings. How's it going? Uh-oh. Thank you. Okay, so let's pull some cards. Oh, I'm glad you caught it. Hey there. Um, there's this place in California called Five Below, and it was there. Awesome deal, right? Whew. Okay, so the energy tonight. There's a few scenarios. Some of you guys may be wanting. Yes, it's the plug, right? She's Marissa. Yes, the plug. Okay, so some of you guys might be wanting a second chance with somebody, but they may not be wanting a second chance with you. Um, a lot of things have possibly transpired within the relationship, so it's like it's like both ways. Either somebody wants a second chance with you and you don't want it, or you want a second chance with somebody else and they don't want it. And it's because a lot of shit has transpired within the relationship, so it's kind of like, do I trust you? Do I like keep fucking with you, or do I just cut you off? But then, like, before I even get really into the cards, I feel like there's like a strong magnetic pull, possibly between you and the person. So what happens is it's like, and remember, this is vice. This is like it goes both ways. It's like either you put in a lot of effort to like show the person that like you there for them, no matter what. Like you try to be that person's confidant, allow them to come to you with their like whatever. Like you don't even question this person. It's like a silent connection where you guys just get each other. I'll get my water. Oh. So, it's like with this Venus retrograde, it's been a little intense, but more intense for others than some. Because some people are in this stage where they can feel the effects of the planetary alignments and all that, when it's dealing with relationships and things coming back from the past, and they can register with it, realize it, and then keep moving. But then there's some people that like get stuck in that moment and the nostalgia of that moment and the sentimentality of that moment, and then that makes them feel like in their mind that they have to recreate that moment again. So then you get stuck in this loop of like disappointment and pleasure, disappointment and pleasure. But the disappointment literally like overshadows the pleasure because it's not consistent. So your first card is the Judgment in reverse. So it's like, maybe like I said, you wanted that second chance, but it's not going to be granted. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at this card, it's like a message from the heavens, like order being called. Hence the second chance with this resurrection like picture, but it's like it's a reverse. So it's like even if you did revive the situation, it would end in the same loop of disappointment because this is something karmic. I feel like that you got to get over. Maybe you guys linked at a time that you needed somebody or whatever, or they needed somebody, and then you guys built a bond strictly on that, and then when that object was removed from the equation, you guys really didn't have anything else to build on. So it's like it's run its course in your life. It's time to let it go. Yeah, because it's Ten of Pentacles in reverse. They or you don't want the same thing. Somebody wants stability and somebody just wants like less responsibility. And there's things that were hidden from you that have possibly came to the light or are about to come to the light, and you're going to understand why this second chance wasn't necessary and why it didn't work in your favor, because it was going to be unstable and there was a lot of secrets. So you're going to have to move forward. You're going to have to move away from this rough patch into calmer waters, into something that's more soothing to your soul. Because with this moon card, it's like you feel everything you feel extremely deep. But for some reason, when this person comes along that you want this second chance with, it's like you deny your intuition. You don't really listen to yourself because you want stability with them, but it's in the reverse. It's not gonna happen. It's painful because you feel like you have a soul connection with this person, and you probably do have a soul connection with this person, but the universe is conspiring so that you can move forward into something better. You probably feel like there's nothing better because this person got you on such a level that was extremely deep, so you're afraid to move on because this like inconsistent. This is a situation that is consistent on inconsistency. So you may be planning your life around something that's inconsistent, something that's like, oh, I know they're not going to be there when I need them, but they're going to be there when they need me. So I'm just going to hold back on myself, not listen to my intuition, not like stay in tune with myself so that I can keep this inconsistent pattern, because it's the only pattern that I'm really comfortable with. But what I'm hearing is that that's no longer going to work. Spirit is going to move in such a way in your life where you're not going to have the option. You're not going to have the choice. It's just going to move you forward. Divine order is going to step in. And once divine order steps in, you get to the sun energy where everything is clear. You feel healed. You feel like you can bounce back. You feel youthful. It's time to get warm and just be at peace and find some happiness. And that's what this is going to take. It's going to take you moving on and moving forward to get this peace and this happiness. Bottom of the deck is the Tower card. So a setback or a change. Not even a setback, but a change is inevitable. The change is here. And the change is what's going to propel you to move forward into the sun energy where things are in balance and you're happy and you're focused. Thank you, Spirit. You're going to be releasing toxic behaviors, patterns, thoughts, relationships, habits, anything that is no longer serving you is going to be released. But also, with this devil card in reverse, it's like the need to manipulate the situation to work for you is no longer needed. Even if this person tries to manipulate you to like be back with them, it's not, it's like gonna fall on deaf ears. You're not gonna do it. You're tired, you're done. Full card, you're ready for a new beginning. Something that's gonna, like I said with that sun card, make you feel youthful and free. You're no longer gonna be carrying any baggage with you. It's gonna be like you're just gonna take what you need. You know? And all that I'm hearing, all that you need on this journey is basically unwavering faith in yourself. That's all it's really gonna take. Some really good self-talk, but definitely a new beginning, a new journey, and you're ready for this new journey though. I don't feel like you're resisting. I don't. Thank you, Spirit. Next card is the Knight of Swords in the upright position, so you're not resisting this new beginning. You're actually rushing towards this new beginning. You're ready. Just be mindful that with this Knight of Swords, there might be somebody that is resisting your new beginning and is going to be charging at you with some really like possibly even toxic conversation, or just charging in really fast to try to change your mind or to get you to kind of like revisit some shit that's not good for you, you know? It's like even after secrets and lies have been exposed, they're still going to want you to kind of like remain there with them. But it's you know it's imbalanced, so you're not. You know it's not stable. It's only stable if you put most of the effort in, or vice versa, however it works. But it's not going to be what you want it to be. You just got to move forward. So what's going to happen is you're going to move forward. You're going to feel free. Then you're going to come out of this hermit mode. Because a lot of you guys have been like going within for a while, for like 6-7 months. Like even if you've been a little bit of extroverted, I feel like emotionally and internally, you've just been like on some introspection shit and retrospection, just seeing how some shit happened. Like you was really like in your past, your near past, your recent past, I want to say, you was just in like hermit mode, just like thinking like, how did shit turn out the way it turned out? Like what happened? What part did I play? Where's my accountability? What the fuck where did I go wrong? If it was you, if it was vice versa, you thinking like, how did I allow that shit to happen? Why did I ignore the signs type shit? So, but now that you got this sun energy where it's like new, and you got the full, and it's a new journey to partake on, and you got the Six of Swords, it's like you coming out of this hermit mode because you got work to do, and you know subconsciously, intuitively, and every sense of your being, you know you got work to do. That's bigger than being like stuck in something that's toxic, and full of like manipulation and lies and shit. So either way, like I said, it can work either way. Maybe you've been trying to hold somebody into something toxic because of some secrets that came out and you felt guilty, so you just felt the need to like go hard and press this person and be like, or vice versa, like, yeah, I fucked up, but you gotta hurry up and forgive me. A lot of the times people be like, yo, hurry up and forgive me, because the person that you were before you found out how disloyal and fake and phony they were to you, you were really open and loving and giving to them. But then when you found out, when you saw their true colors, you pulled that back. You put up a healthy boundary, and they didn't like that. So they want to try to hurry up and make you heal and forget about the shit that happened so that they can rush back in and resume things the way it was before the betrayal. But it's not going to be resumed the way it was before the betrayal. Or whatever, you know? It's just not going to go back to the way it once was. Because the way it once was wasn't even healthy. It was like it had you all out of sorts. Maybe your finances was all out of balance. Your home life was crazy. Like, you know, shit was just like disharmony, you know, around you because of this toxic situation. This is one scenario. Another scenario is that you are abundant and you have everything you need, but you want to come out of being single. You ready for your divine partnership. You know, that could be one thing. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, some of you are ready to come out of being single. Some of you are healing from like all the discord that came with not being single. And you know, like you just healing. Page of Swords. So like considering the first scenario where I was like, you want somebody, they don't want you, and they want you and you don't want them, and you trying to hold somebody into something. There could even be some spying or just some lurking going on. Somebody could be on somebody's social media, like excessively, just watching everything that they doing, trying to gain some knowledge on this person, trying to see where this person's mindset is, what they doing, who they doing it with, if they've moved on. Or some of you could just be like ready to like move forward, but there's some information that's being gathered with this card. And I really feel like there's like a lurking energy, because it's like this person's like looking off into the distance to me, you know, got that sword in his hand, that mental energy, like really just trying to figure out what somebody's doing now that y'all not in contact anymore. I really don't feel like there's been any physical action taking place. I just feel like it's been a lot of thoughts and emotions, just a lot of thoughts mostly. Energy spent worrying about thoughts and somebody else's thoughts. But some of you guys need to just be embracing this new journey that you're being called to take. High Priestess in reverse, somebody's not using their intuition, or there's been some things that was revealed and you feeling bad because you like, damn, I felt like that, but I didn't listen to my intuition. You just like, damn, if I would have listened to my intuition, none of that shit would have happened. Or that's how the other person is feeling. This was like, or this was somebody that was extremely divine, you know what I'm saying? And she just got treated fucked up. This person got treated fucked up. No matter how hard they gave and how much they were in tune and tried, this person still just didn't get no justice in a way to me. But now this person is bouncing back, and they're the emperor. So now they're in control of their emotions. They're wise. All the mistakes and all the things that were unbalanced in the past that we just talked about is changing now, changing for the better. Maybe some of that lurking gave you a push to move forward, but you did have this Fool, so it's time to renew yourself. The Sun card. So now the Emperor is like all that healing and stepping out into new territory emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. You stepped out into something new. And so now you're back in the, you know, in the conductor's seat now, or however you say it. Like now you're back in control, basically. The King of Pentacles. See, this came up in reverse because it's like even though you're back in control of things, you still kind of like floating with this air energy. You know, you're not grounding yourself in the things that have come to you because you're not listening to your intuition. So it's like you given the chance to get back in control, but some of you, because this is different scenarios, but some of you are still like stuck on other shit. This could even be like materialism keeping you in a relationship that you don't even need to be in. Or somebody just wanting to be with you for material reasons. But there's some imbalances here. That's why it's like two scenarios. Because with this Emperor in the upright, then you got this King of Pentacles in reverse. It's like two different energies. Two different personalities here. I'll tell you one thing, if you want to operate in this King of Pentacles in reverse, be ready to be broke. Be ready to be trying to save face through material bullshit and not have any peace within. Because the King of Pentacles don't care about, like, being grounded. This motherfucker will, like, sleep in his car but have on Gucci or some shit. Like, this King of Pentacles person is just imbalanced. But this Emperor, he on his throne and he got everything he needs. And he's chilling and he's focused and he's making sure he tempers the energy around him. He doesn't care about material shit because he's already mastered things. He knows that he can have material shit. Now he's just worried about how his kingdom is being ran. But this king of fucking Pentacles in reverse, this person is irresponsible. They spend their money irresponsibly. They put materialism over emotion. They don't really care about nobody's feelings. So just be mindful that that's not you. And if you are fucking with somebody like that, you grown. Do what you want to do, but you're not going to be sufficed. You're not going to be happy because this person, if you don't have material shit to always satisfy their ego or their whatever their need for materialism is, they're not going to fuck with you. They're going to fuck with somebody else that got material shit, and that could just kind of like make them shine in a way. And then you're going to be sitting here mourning with this Five of Cups energy because you didn't listen to your intuition. I told you this person didn't want nothing solid with you. With that Ten of Pentacles in reverse, they didn't want nothing solid with you, but you kept pushing for it. And now you're mourning it, but you don't understand. You still got this here behind you, so it's still shit you can do. You just got to pull yourself up out of that. Stop making your value and your worth and your goals and your aspirations depend on having somebody in your life. Sometimes it's just got to be you. Tears in your eyes, frustrated, in the lab, whatever the fuck you do, just doing it by yourself, building something for you. You can't make your happiness conditional. Like, I'll only be happy if so-and-so is with me. I'll only be happy about this lump sum of money I got if I can spend it on so-and-so or somebody can see me have it. Like, you got to stop putting conditions and attachments to your goals and your happiness and your success, so you're going to, like, leave yourself out in the cold every time. So now it's time to stop being like, oh, I can't have unless I have whatever. Fuck it. 5 cups, 3 spilled over, you got 2. Take them 2, build on it. You know what I'm saying? Or take these 3, go to this source of water, clean it out, and rebuild from that. Like, at the end of the day, it's just you. And if you mad at somebody and you mourning and you frustrated and you feeling like you lost somebody, you didn't lose nobody because you don't own nobody. You don't have nobody. It's just you. You have you. You're in control of you. Let go of control issues of trying to control people to be with you or to stay in your existence, and don't allow anybody to do that to you. At the end of the day, it's about you. That Moon card is a card of solidarity. It comes up in the reverse because you're not focusing on what you need. You're focusing on what you need with the attachment to it that if this person sees me having this, then I'm complete. If this person is with me when I have this, then I'm complete. So you're stripping yourself of infinite abundance. Your abundance isn't tied to anybody else unless you do some foul shit and you owe somebody something. But as far as people being attached to you or you being attached to other people, that's how you lessen your abundance, by attachments. Like, you have to let shit go. A clenched fist can hold on to stuff, but it also can't get nothing in. So, like, you gotta let some shit go. And this is emotional shit. And balance people in your life and imbalanced thought processes and an emotional attachment that's got you feeling like you lacking because you're placing everything on if that person is there. Card came out of the Seven of Pentacles. So it's like you working towards something, but then after you get it, you, like I said, that feeling of like low-key lack. If you look at this guy, he doesn't even look happy with what's harvested for him. He doesn't look happy about it. It's like, oh, this is it. And I feel like that's the kind of energy some of you are taking on, or the people around you, external to you, are taking on. Like, not seeing how far you've come and what you've gained because it's not coming in the fashion that you would prefer it to come in. So at the bottom of your deck, you got the Three of Wands. So it's like I said, you putting in the work. Emotionally, you like scarred. You just kind of like not really feeling it. But you know you got some shit to come in from the work that you've been doing. So it's like you just low-key juggling like your emotions and your logic, you know, and your energy. You just like, which one do I lean on? Do I lean on my emotions that'll probably have me all fucked up, but I'm going to feel it and get it through? Do I lean on my thoughts that's low-key attached to my emotions because when I think of something then I feel a certain type of way? Or do I just work and try to harvest some shit and see where that takes me? But don't pour your sorrows into buying shit and just doing random shit, you know what I'm saying? Kind of try to stay solid and grounded in whatever it is that you're going through right now. Hierophant reverse. Now, if you waiting on somebody that's married to come back to you or to leave their family for you, that's out. That's not gonna happen. Now, if you're like the type of person that wants something non-traditional and the other person doesn't, then it's gonna be hit and miss as well. Or maybe you want something traditional and this person doesn't. Or this could be some arrogant ass energy where somebody just always thinks they're right no matter what you do, no matter how much work you put into it. Like, there's a lot of scenarios, but at the end of the day, don't allow nobody to impose their energy on you and make you choose something because they hold themselves higher than you and they feel like they're wiser than you, or whatever the case may be. Listen to your intuition above anybody else because you haven't in the past, and that's why a lot of this shit is imbalanced right now. Like, that's why everything is all over the place, because when we don't listen to our intuition, we fail ourselves. And intuition never makes sense until hindsight. In the beginning, it's crazy. Like, why would I hear that? Why would I think that? Why would I feel that? And then we ignore it. But then when something happens that could have been prevented from listening to our intuition, then we like, damn. So in hindsight, it always makes sense. Ace of Wands in reverse. Don't be dealing with nobody that's just like sexually promiscuous and just want to like fuck off the top, don't want to get to know you, or somebody that only comes around for physical energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just want to get it in and then you don't hear from them and they ghost you. But also, it's like you're delaying your new beginnings. You need to be focusing on your creative endeavors, your artistic endeavors, like things that you can do that'll allow you to release a source of energy that's like beneficial to you. But with this Ace of Wands in reverse, it's like there's a delay, you know what I'm saying, on your projects right now. You gotta refocus. Queen of Swords, you gotta refocus and start putting yourself first. You know, say the things you need to say. Get shit off your chest. Put yourself first where money is concerned and business is concerned, and how you want to be spoken to and treated is concerned. Now, the Queen of Swords, she's not super emotional. she been through a lot of shit, so she just kind of like logical. She like straight to the point. She don't have no time for no overly emotional bullshit. She like, let's just get it done. Um, so you need to be like that. You need to take on that energy where you just like calling the shots, having shit the way you need it to be. And it's not like you imposing on anybody or trying to control, because I know I did say release control issues, but this is just like setting the standard, setting the tone for the way you're going to be treated, setting the tone for what you will and will not accept. Because if we don't set a tone and set a boundary, we'll just be taking on bullshit, and then at the end of the day you be mad, and then somebody be like, well, you always used to be cool with this in the beginning. So you need to start finding your deal breakers now and setting the tone for that shit when you deal with people. And they can't treat you the way you feel you should be treated, then they don't get to be at your table or in your life. But you know, you don't gotta be extreme, but there just are some key things that you don't have to accept and that you gotta just be really stern about. And putting yourself forward is going to move you forward with this Chariot. You're going to be moving forward fast, getting shit done, because now you're your biggest concern. Your endeavors. A lot of you guys are entrepreneurs. You're sitting on ideas and you're not launching them because of how other people may feel, or because you've been consumed with other shit that doesn't have nothing to do with your goals, and you've been doing yourself a disjustice. Okay, so whatever you holding out on, get to it. Don't worry about anybody that's gonna come in that's not in it for the long haul. You do it for yourself. And then also with this Knight of Cups in reverse, it's like, don't even give room to people that's messy, emotionally unstable, clingy, neglectful, don't have nothing of substance to offer you. Maybe every time they come to you, their cup is empty and they just want to drain you. They don't have nothing to talk to you about that's going to replenish you. It's just like, yo, me. You know, this could be friends or lovers, but their cup is empty. They're not even going to really be there for you like that. You provide a substance for them, which is refilling their cup. You know, so don't. People like that are so fucking annoying because they come to you on E every time and you want a genuine friendship with them, but you can't because you're always in cup filling mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, could we link up at your celebrations and not just your pity parties? So this Knight of Cups coming in, don't fuck with this person. If it's a lover or it's a friend, this person is imbalanced. They don't have nothing to offer to what you're trying to accomplish. You've been imbalanced for too long. It's time to get back on track. You're already moving forward, so you don't have time to backtrack with no Knight of Cups in reverse. Because why? Ace of Swords here, new beginning with success and victory tied to it. So this is like, yeah, you had that Ace of Wands in reverse earlier, but you bouncing back, like I said, you bounce back with that Chariot card. You moving forward fast. So now you got this Ace of Swords. You just like victory and success is in your grasp. So whatever it is that you're trying to work towards is going to be successful financially, whatever. Things are going to be okay. So you got to keep that in mind. Now you're seeing clearly. Now you see the disjustices you brought to yourself by not being grounded. This King of Pentacles in reverse. Now listening to your intuition with this High Priestess in reverse, you see it now. Now you're seeing things clearly. So you're going to have some success. You're going to have some victories. And just make sure you don't be out here with that conditional ass shit for yourself. You can be happy no matter who around, no matter who see it. Everything don't got to be seen. Enjoy your victories with yourself. Like you enjoy your follies, you enjoy your trials and tribulations by yourself. Sometimes enjoy them victories by yourself. It's all good. You don't need anybody else. Like everything is within you. You need people because we humans, we need that interaction. But when it comes to executing your goals and getting yourself in alignment, only you know. Only you know the deepest things that you want to work on. It may not even be physical. It could be mental, spiritually, emotionally. You have to do that work. And you don't need to produce receipts to show people you've done work on yourself. All you need to do is stay in your power, stay in your shit, and stay focused. and remove all external energies from how your success should be the outcome of your success, I want to say. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. So if you want a personal reading, just DM me. We can set something up. And I wish you guys all success and abundance, and just take your power back and do what you got to do. All right, guys, I love you.